What is going on, guys? Welcome to the All Elite Heat podcast. I am leading tonight, Vnomous Vincent, alongside as my co-host. It's kind of weird that two of my co-hosts are not here tonight. They are taking a leave of absence. On my left, we have the Grand Pumbaa. What's going on, my friend?
I don't know who the Pumbaa is, but I hope he's all right. But the Great Grand Slam Pumbaa is fantastic one. It's pretty. It is all right. You're gonna have this is kind of like an all-star episode. What do you get of a all elite host, an NXT host, and a Raw host? It's all in one show. You get this. I hope you laughed at that.
To the bottom of us,
he is a bottom.
The man that needs no introduction, the executive consultant, always looking fashionably late with those black sunglasses.
Black sunglasses equals fashionably late. I've never heard that before. Maybe that's why I wear them. No, I legit never heard it.
All right, guys. Well, listen. I do got to say, starting off the show, I feel like everybody's been starting the show off lately with this. We need to talk about the man, the myth, and the legend. We lost one of the biggest, if not biggest wrestling personas of all time. The Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, the immortal one, passed away last, was it Thursday? The 24th, correct?
Thursday, yes.
Yeah. At the age of 71. Man, I gotta tell you, I don't know why I keep cramming myself with this information, but I the last couple of weeks I've been watching best of matches. I've been following the story of what actually happened. His last couple of interviews he did. There's a lot of, if you watch a lot of his last interviews, it's like he drops bombs and hints about his condition and about realistically how he's doing. But I want to ask you guys this question real quick. And I think I already know what you guys are going to say. I just want to hear, I guess I just want to throw it out there. Knowing the facts that we knew that he was sick and knowing that Bubba the Love Sponge was on almost every day talking about Hulkster was on his deathbed, why do you think that they covered it up so badly, knowing that if he died, it would look bad on Hogan's camp, that they kept telling the fans that he was okay?
I mean, I don't really know, but my hunch is that they probably didn't think the condition was as bad. I saw something online, I think it was the wife, and she said they were just optimistic that he would get better, and that's probably why they were just keeping it close to the vest. But I honestly do not know.
Chris, I know you have something to chime in on this.
Yeah, Chris.
Yeah, you know what I love about the AEW show today? We had Raw show, we had the NXT show, and we kind of touched on Hulk Hogan during these shows, right?
Hey,
and
listen,
we're talking about Dynamite tonight.
We're
talking about Dynamite tonight, and AEW Dynamite did not talk about Hulk Hogan, but we're going to talk about him. I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. I'm not at home. My last name is not Balea. It is Consultant, and because of that, I could not tell you exactly what happened. Well, Hulk Hogan and his family. Rest in peace to him. He's passed away. there are a lot of controversial topics that can be talked about when it comes to Hulk Hogan that can be encompassed throughout an entire show. However, at the same time, I will say that yes, his contributions and everything he did for the sports entertainment world of professional wrestling cannot be taken away from him. Will not be taken away from him. So to that, I will say rest in peace. But
all right,
I'm
guys.
here to talk about all elite whackness.
We will talk about all elite whackness.
Round of applause. I don't want to cut you off, Vnomous Vinny. This is your show, and I feel like I don't want to be the guy to take over. But shout out to the executive consultant because he wasn't speaking as fluently like this on Monday. So good job. The way that he did all that, good job. I had the round of applause because I know you never felt this way before. But please, Vnomous Vinny, take the floor.
Well, we start the show off like we always do with the commentator.
Hold up, pause. Because Matt's already coming out with the Waka Flocka. Okay. I said Dynamite did not mention it tonight. I know they mentioned it on Collision and Passing briefly, but Dynamite did not mention it. Okay. So don't say I'm wrong because I'm never wrong. All right, go ahead, Vinny.
My cat says hi. He wanted to say hi.
Why is there a cat on here?
Expect attacks. Go ahead, Vnomous.
Let's get into the first thing we see is a promo pretty much highlighting the All Elite Texas Death Match and the rematch tonight for the AEW World Championship, Jon Moxley and Hangman Adam Page. That was I feel like that was one of the longest promos I've seen AEW put together.
You would be absolutely right. Let me tell you something right now. I think it sucked. I was actually
okay. Hold on, wait. Can he finish the damn sentence? This is what you do.
Finish the sentence.
No, he didn't finish. You just interrupted him. No. We don't do that.
Finish this. Okay, fine. Vinny, go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Thank you.
No, I was just saying. I think it was one of the.
See, he wasn't finished.
That we've ever seen before, and
I was just saying. It proceeds to completely say again what he was saying. Okay, I was going to give the All Elite Whackness a compliment by saying at least they start off the show right. I hate when Raw and SmackDown NXT starts off the show with them walking in the background. Your rivals is what they call it. I hate the fact that they don't have an intro video anymore or the pyro. So shout out to AEW for doing it. They didn't give me this long fucking ass intro.
Wow.
Of Hangman Page and whatever his name, John.
I was about to say it's a triple threat crowd. I was like, who the hell is that? You sound like that song from The Dream. I know you know.
Let's shout out to our fans here on the comments. Thank you, Jeffrey, for joining
I don't see you a lot,
Charmaine.
MDB. What's going on?
I do believe tonight was a little boring. You're right. Mad Dog Kelly, what's going on?
He works with me now. He's a good dude.
MDB 999. Yes. Congratulations again. Mad Dog Kelly is now on with the Grand Slam himself.
That's me.
Now it's just you and him now, right?
Yes, we're in a relationship now. Yes. No, it's me, him, and Sabrina.
Ladies and gentlemen, you gotta love being on Popular Review because our co-hosts watch all the shows. But yes, the NX Trio, as they like to call themselves, the Bad Guy Jack, Sabrina Stella, the wrestling doll, your favorite, and Mad Dog Kelly. Hulk Hogan is a true American and the son of a patriot.
We got
Jeffrey not only laughs once, he gives the LMAO and all these laughy faces, and then he double downs by giving you some more laughy faces. Good Lord, LOL. What's up, everyone? What's up, Fernando? Charmaine says hi, Ron. And Fernando says Dynamite was fired tonight. Mad Dog.
And it really wasn't. And I'm not the kind of guy who sit here and hate watch because I just think that's a waste of time. But I was barely keeping it together. I think I found other things very interesting than this show. I don't think the show was really that good, but I know we'll get into it a little later.
Hold up. Sabrina had the man. Sabrina, last time I checked, was single. So if you want to holler at her, you see her on Tuesday.
Don't listen. This Bleach, I like this guy. He cracked me up yesterday. He randomly asked on an NXT show, "Where's Tommy Dreamer?" And I think that is the greatest question. I've been asking that all day. What is going on, Bleach Fan 2.0? Because that is a hell of a question. And then proceed to tell me that they should they should look for SO Rios. I have not heard that name in 20 plus years. So this guy is definitely a favorite of mine. But carry on. I'm sorry.
Guys, we go into our first match for the AEW World Tag Team Elimination Tournament for the quarterfinals. We have the Outrunners, Turbo Floyd and Truth Magnum versus the Young Bucks, Matthew Jackson, Nick Jackson. I honestly think the best part of this match was when we heard Excalibur confuse the brothers, and then he said, "Oh, it's one of the two in the ring." I think that was the best. I think that was the best saying on the commentary all night. I mean, these guys all every week that they have such a long show, and I feel like at some point or the other they just give up with what they're going to say.
I'm sorry. No, I heard everything you said. MDB, he's making it clear that he's a big fan of the Mad Dog. He said he's the real star of this operation, so that's great. So maybe you can learn a thing or two, the executive consultant, and continue to stop being a player two and be like player one as the Mad Dog, the dog of madness. So I just want to.
MDB says that Mad Dog Kelly's on almost every show. That's why. Jack, what is on your head? We all trying to figure that out. We don't.
It's a towel. My hair is wet. I wet my hair sometimes.
Badu, S.A. Rios. Mad Dog Kelly says,
I'm sorry, I have hair.
AEW were fantastic tonight. Oh, never mind. AEW were found great tonight. Talent name is good team name. Actually, I'm going to call them Team Newports because I have no idea what the hell these guys are wearing tonight. Right? They were wearing some tights that look like a pack of Newport cigarettes. Tazzy made a joke about it.
Well,
Talent name, that was funny. That was funny. The fact that they gave them the jobber entrance, if you saw Vnomous Vincent, the fact they gave him the jobber entrance with it.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, because I was like, because I was fast forwarding because I was a little behind. And when I fast forward, I was like, well, hold on, I saw the Outrunners come out. I saw the Outrunners come out, and then I didn't see the Young Bucks come out, and they were already in the ring. And then they gave them the talent name thing. I thought that was very good. So it's a very good touch. I'm just not a fan of the Outrunners. I'm not.
I like how they're playing it off now to where maybe they're starting from scratch, where they're not giving them the big fancy fireworks show, the entrances. They're going
What's
back.
Your first clue?
Shut up.
You said maybe. Like maybe they're starting them off. Like, yes, that's the gimmick. That's
okay, but correct me if I'm wrong here. And you know this as well as I do. Any other tag team superstar female wrestler, once they lose either the titles or they lose their name or whatever the fact is, I'm confused on the fact that I thought these guys would be going away for a couple months, knowing that one of them has an actual knee injury, something. Was that just a bunch of baloney? Like what's the deal? It was baloney. Was it baloney? No, why do you say why are they trying to swerve the audience?
So it's not a bunch of baloney. So typically what happens with the Young Bucks, they have
get together, executive.
As what I like to call a big show contract. And what a big show contract is that he has this thing, because when you're a wrestler, they can call you to come to Raw or SmackDown, in this case Dynamite Collision, anytime they want. But Big Show had in his contract like, hey, you can call me to the show all you want, but if you're going to call me to the show, you have to use me. Don't just have me backstage. Don't just have me catering. If you're not going to use me, I'd rather just stay home, right? To drive my bus over there. Young Bucks has a similar contract, right? They don't have to show up unless they're going to be utilized, which is why they take a lot of breaks, because they actually get paid a lot more money than most people in AEW. So they're actually still being utilized because they want to keep putting the tag team division over. This is probably going to result in the loss of the tag team titles for the Hurt Syndicate. And I'm not sure who's going to win those tag team titles.
I'm thinking FTR.
It's a possibility to be FTR.
FTR is a fan.
They don't like being on the back burner. They don't like.
So you don't really think they're hurt. You don't think one of them's hurt.
No, they're absolutely not hurt.
No, they're fine.
They're not even. If you really think about it, they're not even needed right now. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just piggybacking on what you were saying. Like, no, I don't think they're hurt. But yeah, no, that's it. I have nothing to say.
This match, I went back and forth. It was okay. It was nothing special.
Who's your source?
What?
Matt Jackson is hurt. Is he? Who's your source? I'd love to know what kind of sauce do you have? Is it ketchup or mustard? What is the sauce?
I kept reading on all the posts. every source before the match was saying
That's
that
fair.
they were going to lose because I forget which one they said, but they said that he was. I guess one of them had a knee injury.
You're probably using the same source that Mad Dog Kelly uses.
No.
That's why
what catch up?
Let me say something. Most wrestlers are wrestling hurt. No wrestler is really 100% at any time, right? So is he injured somewhat? Yes, but he is going to be around for a while. He's not injured to the point when he needs to take a break right now.
Yeah. I agree to that.
All
right. Well, what you guys thought about this match?
I mean,
I'm not a fan of Outrunners. Like they don't do it for me. I've never been a fan. I mean, let me tell you something. Do they put on entertaining matches from time to time? Yes, I'm talking about the Young Stucks. But I've never been a fan of their style. There's always the same thing. Let's have me and my brother in a match with another tag team, and all of us in the ring half the time. I hate that style, right? That's why I'm actually one of the only people not looking forward to that TLC match coming up at SummerSlam. It's just two spot fests, and it drives me nuts. I can't stand it. I like the TLC's matches back when it was a little not as many people in it. Now it's just this car.
So this was totally not a WWE talk, and I'm glad that I'm having an opportunity to talk now because, I mean, when he asked the question, and I mean, you spoke for a good 2 minutes, and I was hoping to jump in, but then you just hopped in, so I know what kind of driver you
because that was not 2 minutes.
Well, whatever. Either way, I know how you drive because you just cut people off, so it's pretty dangerous if you ask me. I thought this was a good opener. But I do agree with you. I mean, I don't know how you turned this into. I love how you fight the AEW host here, and meanwhile, you just turned this to a whole WWE conversation. But I totally agree with you about that cluster TLC match. I wanted to sit here and piggyback on that. But I thought this was a good opener. I thought this was fine. I thought this was probably one of the better things of the show. And I know a lot of people do not like the Young Bucks, but I just wanted to say I thought they looked they were in some pretty solid shape. I was sitting there saying, they look pretty decent. So it was fine.
After the match, we had Okada that joins the Bucks in the ring to continue beating up on the Outrunners. And then all of a sudden, we have.
Did you hold on, Vinny? You watch AEW, right? Here I am cutting people off. I guess the executive consultant's thing is kicking in here, but and that sounded so terrible. But when you heard Okada's theme, did you not think that I don't know what's that band name? Jesus, the one that. Saliva was going to come out because I didn't realize Okada changed his theme. I thought Saliva was going to come out a puddle of mud. You didn't get that vibe off that from this theme?
I actually thought when his music hit that somebody besides Okada was coming out, like it was a surprise. You heard a pop, and then when they saw Okada, it was like
When they saw who?
Well, did they fart? Like, why did they say Sound like they just let some gas out.
Well, no, because I think some of the people thought it was somebody different, like because nobody knew that he changed his theme.
Jeffrey's asking a really good question. Why would he wrestle in that? It was a really very decent suit. I wouldn't wrestle in that at all either. But I digress.
Did anybody else just find the segment completely stupid?
Well, can I finish this? Can I finish this segment? Then we'll
executive. Can he finish? You're not the host.
I wasn't the one to cut you off. It was actually that guy.
So
I know it's bad guy, not that guy.
I didn't cut nobody off.
Yeah, he didn't cut nobody off, executive.
Nobody off. You cut me. The guy in the right-hand corner cut me off.
Yeah, executive.
The right-hand corner is clearly bad guy Jack.
Well, clearly, like paying attention, you're allergic to it. But please, Vinny, take the floor.
So we have Swerve Strickland and Prince Nana come down to the ring. Young Bucks get thrown over the top rope. And then Swerve comes in to beat up on Okada, which is pretty much the end of the segment. Swerve jumps out and does some kind of, I don't even know what you would call that, high knee kick.
It's called a swerve stomp.
Okay. Mm-hmm. It looked like a high knee kick.
What you need to be talking about is not this high knee kick. What you need to be talking about is how stupid this damn segment was, right? First of all, Okada comes out just to clap. Right, then they attack these little stupid Newport cigarettes, which made no sense. They should just left there already won, right? All because they have to act shocked that Swerve has to come and save them, right? But at the same time, here's where the stupidity continues. We talked about it. I mentioned a couple of weeks ago how Jeff Hardy has to dance, right? We talked about how Penta has to do his move. This man Nana has to come out first and do his whole little, hey, here he comes, and throws the coffee, and then Swerve walks down to the ring to save the Outrunners. Mind you, Outrunners could have had their brains bashed in for 5 freaking minutes, man. But Swerve had to get his entrance off the way he's supposed to come off. It is so stupid. And why did I make Swerve seem like he's Brock Lesnar? I don't understand. He's not that big. He walked out like this, and the man's not that big. I mean, he's in great shape. I'm not taking anything away from him, right? And I know his personal trainer is huge. Swerve, you're not that big, but you come out there like you Bobby Lashley Jr. What's up with you today? It's not June. No, bottom line, you come out here like you Bobby Lashley Jr. I don't understand what's going on here.
From the Newport cigarettes, we move on to Mark Briscoe. We go to interview in the back with Mark Briscoe, and Ricochet interrupts Mark Briscoe, telling him to stop worrying about MJF and focus on Ricochet tonight.
I ignored your statement before, right? Because I don't think I look like Isaac Hayes. Isaac Hayes is like 30 years my senior,
and have hair.
I wish I had his money. What do you look like, Bleach fan? First of all right, I don't think you look like Roman Reigns. Second of all,
you don't know that. You don't know that. This could be actually be Roman Reigns.
Makes me feel like
you're so uncultured. It's clearly an anime reference. That's right.
I know what he's talking about.
No, you don't.
To watch. I know he's talking about the anime Bleach, okay?
No, you don't. You didn't know that.
Yes, I do. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm glad that you put your real voice. So see, everyone, I exposed him. That's his real voice. But go ahead. I'm sorry, Miss Venny. You're never invited here again. Matter of fact, you should take the rest of the week off, executive consultant, because you're embarrassing us. Good.
Let me take the rest of the week off.
Good.
From there we go to MJF cutting a promo and talking about Happy Gilmore 2. He said he was sorry.
Terrible movie that was.
I don't say it was that. It wasn't that bad. I mean, listen, it had at least 30% of the cast come back, so I mean, it couldn't be that bad.
For what? What movie is this? What movie is this?
Gilmore 2.
Oh, I never even saw the first one. I guess
30% of the cast came back, and you know what I liked about this movie?
Does that automatically mean it's a good movie?
No, but here's where I'm trying to say is that a lot of these remakes and these secondary movies don't have a lot of the members that come back. So
was the movie good? Was the movie good?
Listen, I'm going to tell you one thing that I really enjoyed about the film is the fact that they took.
Let's just stay here for another hour.
No, I'll do it real quick. They took all the celebrities that were in the movie and they actually gave them characters and not just used them as their real name. That's what I enjoyed, because a lot of these movies they say like, oh, Travis Kelce's in it, this and this, but they played actual characters, so it kept to the story, because Bad Bunny was the caddy of Happy Gilmore. Happy Gilmore wasn't the crazy self in the secondary one, but if you watch his caddy took over some of his antics that he did in the first movie. So it all tied in. It made sense. You just had to remember what the first one was and the second one. But I tell you what, you're not the only two that didn't like it. There's a lot of people out there who
Unpopular Review Entertainment, not Unpopular Review Wrestling. But ladies and gentlemen, Vnomous Vincent actually did review Happy Gilmore 2 on Unpopular Review Entertainment. So if you want to switch over to that network, you can see Vnomous Vincent talk for 30 minutes about Happy Gilmore 2.
Hey,
30 minutes. And we'll have a Fantastic Four review coming up this weekend. In the meantime, what else happened on? Actually, you know what? We're going to take a quick break, because that's what we do on Unpopular Review. I'm not sure why NXT don't like doing them, but we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back.
Hey, fuck you, man.
I forgot. I meant me to talk to you about that, because Big Daddy Cool asked me to talk to you about that a couple weeks ago. Anyway,
I don't want to.
We'll be right back. Expect the call. We'll be right back. Stay with us. You're watching Unpopular Review.
Do you know who JC Jane is? I have a clip for you. Where's my clips? Okay. And it's not even JC Jane. Hold on. Boom.
JC motherfucking Jane.
That was Andre Chase, not JC.
Yeah, but he says, JC don't even get me started on Andre Chase. Andre Chase being on my TV today set me off right now. I was having a great peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I was cutting the edges, and I actually cut my thumb because I heard Andre Chase's voice, and I was very upset. And you know what makes me more upset? There was no Band-Aids, so I'm just bleeding. I said, when did this become an AEW match? What is happening here? But Sabrina is still a takeover because right now, bad guy here right about now. Let's go.
You know, Sabrina Stella, you disappoint me, and I love you. You're great, but you disappoint me so much because Andre Chase, I don't think he would do any of that. You know what I think he would do? I think he'd go to the nearest casino and gamble it away. And what?
Stop disrespecting Andre Chase.
I'm disrespecting Andre Chase. I'm telling the truth. I'm sorry, the truth hurts. I'm sorry. There's no such thing as the Tooth Fairy. Santa Claus don't exist, and he definitely don't have a.
He was down on his luck, good sir. That's what ended up happening.
Can we please not bring this up again? I'm getting flashbacks to when I had to be the good angel on people's shoulder and defend. And this was played devil's advocate for that.
I'm the good angel. How dare you point at me?
Like I said earlier, I like Andre Chase. So,
well, that is the NXT review show every Tuesday.
Wait a minute. I watched this commercial. It was sent to me, but you played the music at the end. Disgusting, very disrespectful. And also, I want to give a shout out to the Unpopular Review to the production team because usually it's just me talking all the time. So it was nice to know that I did have co-hosts in there. But I really didn't like how Mad Dog talked back to me. I thought that was very rude, and I would like something done.
You can listen to Mad Dog talk back to you every single week with the Wrestling Doll Trio
because the executive don't do anything
right after NXT.
That's fair.
That doesn't tie in together, Ron. But I will say that
Andre Chase is a bum.
I want to keep talking. No, Andre Chase is not a bum, and you need to let it go. What were you saying, Vnomous Vincent?
No, I like to hold grudges.
I was saying we're going back to the next segment. MJF was knocking on the door and came up. Shelton Benjamin came out of the door and said that, MJF said that he said sorry to Bobby Lashley and his actions. Shelton Benjamin threw his cheap knockoff Rolex at him. And it sounds like to me that Mr. MJF is on his way out of the Hurt Syndicate. What do you guys think?
Good. I honestly didn't care about any of this. Get him away from it. I don't know. I don't even have any thoughts about this. I didn't care at all.
The next segment we have is Tony Schiavone.
No, I honestly loved where this is going. Keep going, Vnomous Vinny. Good.
Well, I don't. So we're going to rewind because we talked about that segment, but there's only one thing that should be mentioned when we talk about that segment. It's right here. Do you see what's wrong?
The door. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's a good eye. That is such a good eye. Like
the door was bothering me this entire segment.
Why?
The door was bugging the fuck out of me. You don't see it?
That door was. You know what? You know when when Shelton grabbed the door to close it, I said, "Ooh, this." And I do want to say the area that they are in, though, like the production and where it's all set up, it actually looked really good. It looks really cool. It reminds me of the Hammerstein Ballroom. But when I saw this door, I was like, "Ooh, we might have not went. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably shouldn't have done that."
It did. The door did look fake, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt that it wasn't fake.
No, it's not fake. It's not fake. It's just it didn't look good.
It's run down. Let me explain something. If Vince McMahon was there, somebody would be losing their job, right? Because they would never show that door is in terrible shape, my man. It's in terrible shape. And
it looked like it's in a renovated building. It looked like it's in a renovated.
And the Hurt Syndicate supposedly about business. You know, they wear the clean suits. They look good. And they wouldn't have their office. You would not see the bloodline coming out that damn door. That's all I'm saying. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Well, Roman wouldn't allow that. But
I started to make that the main picture for tonight's graphic. Like it would just bug the hell out of me, right?
Well, our next segment with Tony Schiavone introducing Christian Cage.
Did he just Sabrina and Stella anyways? Like.
Good. Sometimes you have to do that with you because you get very winded sometimes, EC.
I'm here most of the time on Tuesday with you, so I don't want to hear shit.
Well, you can't hear anything.
Christian Cage's new slogan is "My name is Christian Cage, and I'm an asshole."
Yeah. This segment kind of bugged me because I think when they did let me get my thoughts here. A few times they would try to censor it and then they missed it and stuff. I don't know. That kind of threw me off a little bit in this.
I love to pay her bill.
Okay, Bleach fan. Damn. Well, you should have saw him yesterday. He wondered about someone's fart and what it smelled like. So I don't know what's going on here. But yeah, no, I thought the segment kind of bugged me a little bit with those in and out. I think they were trying to censor it and they missed it, and it seemed like Christian was also off his game a little bit. But please carry on. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to take over.
Shivani asked Christian Cade about the patriarch kicking him out at All In, and Cade said that he obviously Christian Cade.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cactus Caitie is alive and well in this chat. This episode is Christian Cage.
What did I say?
He said Cage.
Sound like you said Cade.
No, Cage. He said Cage.
It sounds like he said Cade. I'm telling you. Back me up, chat. Back me up. It sounds like you said Cade.
Don't back this guy up at all, Chad. Don't disappoint me. Please don't disappoint me.
You know what I'm saying?
You got this, Vnomous.
Thank you. You said Cade. I know the her.
Listen, MD 8999999 says Christian Cage. I believe him because he got 3 9s.
He definitely said Cade.
All right. Well, I apologize. Christian Cage.
Don't apologize. Go ahead. I just want to bust your chops.
Says, obviously, with becoming AEW World Champion, no matter the cost, and he's ready to fulfill his destiny at AEW Revolution this year. Cage is looking forward to overcoming the odds. Was this segment did this have to happen?
I think to write him off, sure. Why not? Because what they do, they hit him with a concerto at the end.
Well, at the end, you had Mother Wayne, you had Kip Saban, and everybody else.
Tell me I wasn't interested in this segment without telling me I wasn't interested in this segment.
What?
What bad guy said, Jack said, totally wrote the story in itself. It's like, I guess he had to write him off. I mean, what they do, the concerto at the end? I don't know what these motherfuckers do. I was sitting on the toilet.
I don't have a TV in my bathroom. I can't do that. I would have missed this completely.
You could have watched on your phone. I don't know. The bottom line is, let me tell you something. Christian Cage is very good on the microphone, right? You agree, Ms. Vincent?
Yeah, no, I think Christian Cage. I'm getting confused.
No, it's your fault. It's the executive's fault. I know what you meant.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I really enjoy. I'm not enjoying this run for Christian. I keep going back to more so than WWE. I do like his run in TNA. I think his run in TNA was.
Wait, what?
Very, very.
Where did this come from?
He's saying that he doesn't like his current run in AEW. He preferred his run that he had.
I just don't think they're using him the right way. I don't think they're using him. What are you laughing about? What am I missing?
The way you just screamed at us.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is that about, Venny? All I heard is,
What?
Oh, yeah, you started yelling. I got frightened. I see you, Bleach fan. Oh, he has with that anyways. So that's mainly towards you.
Anyways, I think
TNA.
Either they need to use him and idolize him in a better way because he's come back from a major injury, or he just needs to retire and do like commentator.
Why has he got to retire? I don't think he has to retire. I think he's doing. I think he's
using him the right way.
I think they're doing fine. They're utilizing him to try to put over this young talent. I can't tell you if it's going to work or anything like that, but they're trying to do something with him, and they're going to obviously put him and Adam together. They said something. What did he say? Something about we're different, but we're alike, or something like that, or something like that. So, I mean, I see that there's the direction for him right now. They wrote him off, and something's going to happen where Adam helps him. It's there. They utilize him. I think he's fine where he's at. He's fine. He's not in no world heavyweight championship picture or anything. I think he's in the position he needs to be in.
We go to the back. We have a interview with FTR.
But I'm glad you left my thought. I was hoping for some feedback. maybe I'm doing a terrible job at this.
He went to Barbara anyways. So fucking fast.
I was like, Anyway, so let's just.
You know what? Hey, you know what I do when I take the glasses off? I'm giving you some behind the scenes stuff. So Vinny calls me before the show, right? He said, "Did you watch the show? Do you have content?" He says, "Because I was looking for some banter on this show, right?" And every time
there's no banter about this.
No, because just like the door, you're ignoring the most important part of the segment with Christian Cage, right? Mm-hmm. Christian Cage is very good on that microphone, but
I thought he had off night tonight, though.
He tripped over his words so many times. It was almost like he was trying to remember some of the shit he was saying. And every time he tripped up, he tried to cover it up by saying, I'm conducting business.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. You said that a bit much.
If you're paying attention, it was right after he trips up something and he looks at the crowd who didn't react at all. It says, I'm conducting business. Right?
Yep.
It was interesting.
No, that's good.
Somebody also mentioned in the chat that he came back just to be out again, right? I think Edge could have made it this week because as Bad Guy Jack just pretty much said, they're leading up to a storyline where it's going to be him and Edge again.
Yep.
Right. That's where this is going. They have to build it up. They have to find reasons for Edge and Christian to get back together, and then they have to make kind of like they're doing Brock Breaker and Bronson Reed, which people still in the shoes. They have to make Nick Wayne and Kip a credible team to face Edge and Christian because right now they look like it's just crush.
It looks very one-sided, and I agree on what you're saying. But I did want to ask, what is the next AEW pay-per-view?
Forbidden Door.
Okay.
You know, Company's In is in Chicago in December.
We were in Chicago.
We were in Chicago for WrestleMania 39, even though we didn't go to WrestleMania. But I was interested to go to Company's In because I love Chicago so much. But them ticket prices said... Anyways, Vinny.
This is probably the most off-rail. I don't know what AEW looks like when we're not here, so if we hope you guys enjoyed it.
Kelly was on. This was worse.
Oh, damn! Do you have to throw my co-host underneath the bus like that and then drive it?
He and Sheriff used to go back and forth all the time.
Oh.
So we go to a backstage interview with FDR and Big Stoke. Stoke saying he has a message for a few people. And then we have the Young Bucks that step in. And I feel like this is pretty much, I honestly feel like this is pretty much like the match with the Bang Bang Gang. And
I think it's FTR, right? FTR is going against
FTR and the Bang Bang Gang.
The Bang Bang Unit.
Collision.
Yeah, the Bang Bang Unit.
Yeah. So
there you go.
You know what? I really can't stand these backstage vignettes, as they call them. There's too many of them. There's way too many of them. I don't think there's that many.
You should just throw them in the garbage. I hear what you're saying. Like, there's way too many. If it's like 3 of them, you're overdoing it, right?
No, there's way more than 3.
Oh.
There's way more. I think tonight's show is a little odd because I think the Adam Page and Moxley match went, what would you say, about 35, 45 minutes?
I don't even think it was that long. I felt like it was like 25, maybe 30.
No, it was about 30, 35. It was about 30, 35.
But
35? Oh, I didn't even realize it was that long.
They put it in the middle of the
show. Yeah.
Yeah, which threw me off because I don't think the Ricochet match was really a highlight.
Ricochet, who did Ricochet face?
Mark Briscoe.
Yeah.
So he's the next project of Tony Khan to make him a top super baby face. So that's why they did it. Because they're trying to make him put him over by having his feud here with MJF, make him the sentimental favorite. And they had to have Hangman go in there to save him at the end, but we're going to talk more about that at the end. But I saw why they did it. I don't agree, but I always thought AEW doesn't do well with their main events, especially on that.
It's funny. I don't necessarily think that that part which you said, but I did think that this actually threw me off, and I tried to chop it up to, well, they wanted to do something different. So you breaking it down, like how did Mark Briscoe is someone that they want to work with and make him like a top babyface? But we're talking like top 5 babyface or something.
They want to make him a top 5 babyface in the company as a possible future AEW world champion, which is why and like I said, we'll talk about it. Actually, let's go ahead and go right into it because it was just a match. It had some shenanigans in it, even though it was supposed to be everybody barred from ringside.
Oh my God! Thank you for saying that. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for saying that, because when they interfered, they said nobody's supposed to interfere. Someone still interfered, and I'm like, the security, like, shouldn't it have been a disqualification immediately? Because I don't know. There was a spot where Marina, she interferes, and like, I'm like, there was like four securities in each corner, and no one. And I don't try to take this too seriously because it's professional wrestling, right? These scenarios, right? Yeah. But I still sat here and said, like, dude, like, she's right there. Do something. It was almost like the ref had to say something. And the ref said, "Oh, right, I have to let me go do my job," and they do that. What are we even talking about here? I thought that should have been disqualification, but I could see why they didn't want to do it. They wanted to have the spot where Darby, he hits he jumps off Mount Everest and he lands on everybody. So, we get that spot. So I see what they wanted to do. But yeah, no, I don't know. I thought the placement of this match, it just really, I don't know. Like, it was I wasn't really into the match because I just don't really care for this feud. And
the match wasn't bad though.
I felt like it picked up towards the end for me, because in the beginning and middle it was a little slow for me. You're right, but it was a little slow for me. But please take all. You're gonna say something.
I really feel like this was a final test for Adam Hangman Page. Okay, you get the ball. You're going to go with it. Mm-hmm. Do you have what it takes? Because I think a lot of what Moxley says his promos aren't exactly complete work. I think some of it is a work, as they don't call work shoot, where he says, "Hey, we're a company. We should be as big as WWE in their mind," or whatever like that. And we need somebody that's going to take this company back and just go. Do you have what it takes? Are you tough enough? And I feel like that's what he was doing when it came to Adam Hangman Page tonight. Like, yes, you are the champion. You've earned this. Show that you earned this. Show that you deserve it. Because I said it's plenty of times. I think Hangman Adam Page's first run with the championship was the worst AEW World Championship run in history, if I don't count the ones that were like brief, because I think CM Punk had a brief one and Dean Ambrose had a brief one, but it was the worst one. And this is the second go around. I think they want to make it real strong, possibly in spite of CM Punk. I don't know, but Vnomous Vincent, what do you think?
Besides the two main bumpers, I feel like, how many times did we see a power driver in this match?
Quite a bit.
I mean, a table. You saw it on the staircase. And to me, there was nothing that was crazy about this match. Like, it was just like they had this match so hyped up, and then you're watching it, and it's like, what are you giving us? Like, 35 minutes of these guys, and then Hangman, how many times did he try to do his finishing move? He must have flipped over the rope 4 or 5 times, and he landed it twice? Like,
I don't think. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Please finish.
I don't know. I just wasn't into it. Like, I really hoped it was going to be as good, if not better, than the second or the first one, and it just let me down. Like, I mean, we all knew that Hangman was going to win. I mean, there was no way that Moxley was going to win the title. So, I mean, already knowing that, I was like, it just was whatever.
I will credit, though. I do like the nail fall that they had. I thought that was really, really good, because a lot of times, like, I feel like you said this one, EC. Roman is pretty good at that 2 point. I don't want to. We want to say 9.
2.9999.
There we go. And I thought, and even though it wasn't 2.9999, I thought it was still pretty good. I thought it was close enough. And I said, oh, that was good. So I do want to sit here and say, like, I wasn't really into this match, but the effort was there. And I don't know. What do you guys think is next for Hangman? Is it Darby?
I can't tell you. I really don't know yet, because they're having this feud with MJF, but MJF has to do the West Briscoe thing first.
Sure.
So I think in the next week or two, I mean, I hate to be obvious, shout out to George, but I just think the time will tell in the next week or two. But I mean, I want to go back to Seth's comment here where he says that that belt needs to be on Swerve, Omega, MJF, or Ospreay. I disagree with Omega. I think Omega is in the twilight of his career and does not need another world championship run, quite frankly. And I think I just don't Swerve. I mean, he was okay, but he's better as a heel to me as opposed to a babyface. Sure. And Ospreay's hurt, and I've been saying this for a while. I don't think he really wanted that championship. Part of that might be because he's been hurt for the last 2 months. But MJF, I think it's definitely the man that's going to happen soon. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. All good, man. All good. I do think they're eventually going to put it on Ospreay, though. You said Swerve. I don't see it on Omega. I think they just kind of got that out the way. Who was the other names? MJF, I definitely could see because he's so young.
MJF is soon. I think MJF is sooner or later.
Are we saying like after Hangman? And it doesn't even have to be right after, but like maybe there's a guy and then after and then like that. Please.
I think MJF should be the guy that takes the title off of Hangman.
I think
it should just be MJF, and I think he should do it in a Money in the Bank type fashion. You know, I remember Vincent, you might remember last week you were joined by Big Daddy Cool, and he one of the things he clowned, which is going to be a lot. One of the things he clowned, and we say it's a joke, but it's serious too. We talked about the door earlier. I don't mind the concept that they're using for their Money in the Bank version because that's pretty much what the fuck it is. But it just being on that little silver looking clipboard thing with the paper that's all crumpled up, it just looks kind of tacky. And I really wish they would figure out a better way to do
that. I agree. I think Tony Khan not only is
Bleach fan. Huh? No, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll say what I have to say.
No, I was going to say, not only do I think Tony Khan's stealing ideas and trying to make it his own, but I think the way they come by it is a little sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
And I just and we can see and not only that, like we see that anybody can see that MJF is next in line. Like I wouldn't be surprised if MJF is champion either before or even at Forbidden Door.
Bleach fan. Bad Guy Jack and I had disagreement earlier because he thought I was under the impression that I did not know you were a fan of the anime. I'm starting to feel like maybe you are a fan of the cleaning supplies because you might be drinking it. Because what the hell is going on here? Why are you so obsessed with grabbing people beer from gas stations? Like that's kind of creepy, my dude. Kind of creepy. What else happened on AEW? Oh, it's only 2 more matches, right?
Yeah. Well, real quick, we go into a promo for tomorrow night's TNT match between Dustin Rhodes and Kyle Fletcher for the TNT Championship Chicago Street Fight. So
Katie's here.
Huh?
Katie's here.
Let's get into the next match.
AEW strikes again, my brother. AEW strikes again. I don't even know why you just mentioned that. You know, I love you. It's your show. You run it how you want to. I would have mentioned no damn Dustin Rhodes for the. You do. You want to talk about it? We'll talk about it. You the boss. What do you want to talk about?
Next match.
Clearly not. The way you're running things. You don't think I know that camera was on me? I knew. I saw that. Yeah, I want that as a gift and send it to me, please. Sure. Go ahead.
Timeless Tony Storm and Alex Windsor taking on Athena and Billy Sharks.
Oh.
There were 1,100 fans in that little basketball stadium arena, and they usually in Chicago, especially, they're usually hot all night. Last week they were, a week before they were. Tomorrow's the last night.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Windsor came out. You can hear a fucking pin drop. I swear to God, like no one knows who this person is. Why the hell? Who is Alex Windsor? Tell me who Alex Windsor is.
She's in a relationship with Ospreay.
That's all we know.
Admittedly, I don't know who she is.
I thought she was part of New Japan for a while, wasn't she?
You see, we're just guessing. So
no, I thought that's what they said.
I feel you. I feel like AEW needs to do a better job of introducing people if they're going to have them in high-profile matches. That's all I'm saying. You have her in there with 2 world, and I'll say that loosely because I don't consider Ring of Honor World Women's Championship a world championship.
I feel you on that. I think that they did do something like that on Collision because I think that was our first match, but not everyone watched Collision and Dynamite Asia and Dynamite. No, I'm just trying to answer the question. Yeah, I'm about to say, calm down, Smith. I got this. But I think they should have definitely did this on Dynamite. No, because I felt like you was going to walk up and smack me and say, keep something out of my mouth. And I don't know what was going on there, but please.
No, I was going to say no one watches Collision except for Mad Dog Kelly.
Well, yeah, was you on one of the review shows?
Yeah, Mad Dog Kelly was. And we
no, you too. You know, you was there. No, we can look that up. Look up the highlights, guys. But go ahead.
Oh, the collision.
Yeah.
You know what happened? I swear to you, and the first time I ever made this on air, I was looking just like you were 5 minutes ago. 30 minutes into the show, I think one time I actually did doze off.
It must be so lovely that you can wear glasses. Like that is so hilarious.
You could not tell. I was just like,
no.
Well,
and all I heard was,
I do want to bring up the fact that
our founding fathers.
You watch your mouth on Mad Dog. He's a fan favorite.
Andre Chase. What were you about to say?
That is fucking rude.
I said I want to talk about. You said 1,100 people inside the basketball arena, but I guess my only question to you would be, why do you think AEW did 2 weeks there? Is it you think they're trying to save
they did
money?
More than 2 weeks there.
Was it more than
How many weeks have they done? Was it 3?
It was 3.
Couldn't have been a whole month. Okay. Well, you know what I was thinking? Because I feel like they just love Chicago. And plus, that's a smaller arena, right? So to
Chicago,
me, and they, please.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, you get your point.
No, I was just going to say the venue, and I really like the venue. I think I feel like they were there last month too, because I just felt like I've seen that venue so much. And I think I've told you this privately as well. Like, I was like, man, it reminded me of the Hammerstein Ballroom or something like that. Like, so I like it, and I think it's great for them because right now that they've kind of hit a low. So, you know, if you can fill, and how many people are supposed to be in this arena? I mean, I'd rather have a arena where it's filled than, you know, you have all those empty spots and stuff like that. So, you know, I thought the arena was pretty cool.
You think they're saving money though?
Chicago. They do save money when they do that, right? Because they make a deal with the venue for that, because they had a similar venue. They had a similar deal, I think, with Philly when they were at the 2300 arena for like 2 or 3 weeks, and they made those, right. Ever since they made the transition from leaving the bigger arenas, which I thought was a brilliant move, even though it makes them look amateur. They were at bigger arenas. They were going to like 7,000 to 10,000 seat arenas,
but they had a low
because they were averaging like in 2021 when they came back from COVID, they were averaging around 6,000 people a show. They were, but ever since, and I hate to say it, ever since Triple H took over and WWE started, because they were at 6,000, WWE was at 7,000, and then each year, ever since then, their average attendance pretty much just kept going up, and AEW was just dramatically going. So for that last year, you can watch Dynamite Collision. And even though it's happening with WWE, sometimes they do a very well covering up. AEW was not doing a good job covering up because there was that few people there. You can always see the blacked out top part of it or a completely empty side. It was embarrassing. So that's why they're down to these smaller things, which is a smart business decision.
It is. I agree. No, because everyone tried to knock that.
Because it makes it look kind of amateur. And you see these places, they can't even have pyro like that, like they used to have, because the arena's so small. But you do what you got to do. You know,
absolutely.
NXT does it, and AEW does it.
Listen, NXT, and I love NXT, and there's been a few times, and I think it was just as recently, they had a big arena, not big arena, but a bigger spot, but they went and said, oh, nah, we're just going to keep it in a performance center. And that's smart. Like, do what you think is smart for your business. You got to make a business decision that's going to be smart for you rather than keep doing. Because I remember a time for TNA, and it was a big time where I loved TNA, and they were trying to hit all these big, like, arenas and stuff like that, and it was starting to look kind of bad, and they realized, hey, we got to go back small. So listen, I think AEW doing that's smart, and when the time is right and they become a hot entity again, they go back to those big arenas. And like you mentioned, WWE did. I didn't know this in the 90s. I missed a lot of this, but they were in high school gyms in the 90s. Yeah. And it's kind of wild to me to hear that because of how big WWE is now. So when I hear that, I'm like, in high schools, like, that's crazy. So look, I think I know which one you're talking about, Jeffrey. Yeah,
that about arena the pay-per-view that was at Center Stage. TNA goes there sometimes too. Center Stage.
What was your take? What's your guys' take on Athena and Billy Starks winning tonight?
Executive, take the floor, please.
I mean, it was all right. I like the fact that Athena's getting some shine, but she's still Ring of Honor. And nobody watches Ring of Honor, and I feel like when they do that. Once again, I'm not in the business like that, so I can't really comment on anything other than as a fan. So my whole issue with that is, yes, you are putting Athena in a spotlight that I feel like she deserves because she's done a very good job in Ring of Honor for what I know of, right? Because I don't watch it religiously. But I feel like if you do have that product, you also need to put some shine on the fact that she is the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, right? And it seems like all she cares about right now is the AEW Women's Champion. This is why I say I don't respect it, because they always say the AEW Women's World Championship and the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Well, shouldn't they be on the line if they're on equal footing like that? You know, that's something that I will say, and bad guy, forgive me, because I know you say, oh, we're not a WWE show, and I usually say it all the time. But NXT TNA, look at what they're doing. Swerve got the TNA World Championship, which honestly is higher than the NXT, but they got the TNA World Championship, and he's saying, "Oh, I run it, not Oba, right?"
You said Swerve? Swerve have what?
Did I say Swerve? I'm sorry, Trick. If I said Swerve,
they all look alike. Executives.
Put me up there with Christian Caitie. But yes, Trick has been running NXT, and he's saying that he's running NXT because he's the TNA World Champion. So give him props for that. Let's talk about it.
That's right. Yeah, there we go. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so our next segment before the main event, we have MJF.
We're about to be the main event.
Hold on, we have MJF coming up to Hangman and Page, and Page tells him that he has to get in line unless he wants to use his contract to go take on Mark Briscoe.
Oh, I thought they were in Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Just like get in line. I didn't know what was going on there.
Well, I mean, you know, he's saying there's a lot of other people in front of him that deserves a title shot.
Oh.
Let's get to the main event. Ricochet taking on.
I was going to run.
I mean, I did want to give my thoughts about the women's tag match.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, he didn't. Yeah, go ahead. Take the floor.
Nah.
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. No, seriously, the match was fine. It was all right. I mean, just the what EC was saying.
Okay,
I
let's
mean,
move on.
Oh, that you got me good there, Vinny. The executive consultant. I want something done with this guy right about now. But no, it's all good, Vinny. All good. You know, matter of fact, shout out to Vinny. I met you in real life last year, and you gave me a sub, and it was fantastic. It was great. But it really upsets me because when I was leaving the next day, I left it in my hotel room, and I was very, very upset. I'm so sorry. I was rushing. I had to catch the plane.
Look at Chris's face. He's upset now.
Well, that's his default face. That's default Chris. Default. That he always had that face. I met 7 years ago when I met him. That was his face.
Hey,
but yeah, no, I thought the match was fine. It's great to see Athena. I just I like Easy saying, you know, she's an ROH. I don't know. It's time to promote her onto the AEW stuff. I think she's done everything she can in ROH. I don't watch ROH. I'm pretty sure she's doing a fantastic job. But yeah, I would like for her to eventually be moved up. But I do want to give her you know, we're talking about Athena, and Athena's so great. But you know, lately I've been watching what's her minion name? I'm so sorry, I can't think of her name. But I think she's pretty good too. She's very, very young, but yeah, I think she's very, very good. I just wanted to throw that out there too. I thought all the women really put you know, worked their ass off. This match wasn't anything crazy, but I did like how Athena, how it was shot when she hit the her finisher, the Eclipse. That's what I remember it as. But that's just
I forgot what they call it now. But yeah,
is it like old face or something like that? I feel like it's old face.
It was something like that. We'll find out. The people in the comments will say. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a commercial break. When we come back, AEW Dynamite main event. More Vnomous Vincent talk. We'll stay with us. You're watching the Popular Review.
Lyra Valkyria needs some crazy promo work. Tell me about it. Welcome to the show. If you want to see me talk trash about Lyra Valkyria, hold on to your bootstraps, my guy, because I will get into her and her goofy shoes. What was she wearing? And she's like, I'm wearing my kicking Becky Lynch shoes on today. Oh my God, I can't stand Lyra. You know what? Fuck it. We're just going to randomly jump around for the next 20 minutes. 20, 30 minutes. Lyra, I really hope that...
I like Becky, Lyra. She is good.
At what?
Wrestling, having good matches. And it's an honor for us to be there on Sunday. So, no, what is this night 1 or night 2? Did somebody answer that question? Is this match night 1 or night 2?
It should be night 0 because, honestly, Lyra should not even be on this card. Bayley deserves this spot more than Lyra Valkyria.
Oh, my God.
Lyra came out wearing a tennis skirt and platform sneakers and lays into poor Becky Lynch. There's a picture of Becky. Becky put it up that she's got big bruises from this kendo stick that she took to her. I don't like
Pretty
Lyra.
bad.
It is pretty bad. She's not taking care of her opponent. She's sloppy. Be gone, Lyra. Can we get that trending?
No.
Oh my God, what's going on there? AI is wild.
Did you guys see the pictures of his car?
Who?
McMahon's car?
Mm-mm.
You know he got in an accident, right?
I know nothing.
So McMahon, I guess last Thursday got this. I don't know if it was. Some lady said it was last Thursday, but then I didn't hear about it until today. But supposedly he was going like $110 in his Bentley, and he collided with this other BMW, and he broke both of his axles on his Bentley.
Oh wow!
And almost killed this mother and daughter in a car.
Ooh.
We can't hear you, Chris.
Yeah, I think you're muted, bro. Speak, because I couldn't hear you.
No.
Oh.
This thing's been acting up lately, but I said no one was injured, though.
Oh, okay.
No, but I'm going to tell you what. This lady's going to sue the pants off of him. I'm going to tell you that right now. She's going to win big.
There was a dog in there? Jeffrey's saying there was a dog in here in the car. I don't know anything. I think I heard something and I didn't follow up and read it because it was just, I didn't read it, but like, oh, wow.
How old is he now?
I mean,
85?
No, he's like 70.
I believe he's
70. He's in the mid 70s, right?
No, I think he's like 80 or 81 now.
I was going to say, he has to be older than Hogan. Hogan's 71.
Yeah.
He has to be older.
Somebody look up. I know he's old. He's as old
I thought
as
he was
your
in his
president.
mid. I thought he was.
He's the same age as your president.
How old is Vince McMahon?
Alexa, how old is Vince McMahon?
79.
Oh.
Okay, Google. How old is Vince McMahon?
No. You're too late, Alexa. Go to bed. 79. Yeah, 79.
Okay.
Well, let's Ricochet taking on Mark Briscoe. This was not a bad match. I do have to say this, and I'm going to say this, and you're both are probably going to look at me like I'm completely nuts, which I probably am.
Me too.
Is it me, or I don't think Ricochet is wrestling like he was wrestling at NXT. I think in the NXT days he was much better.
Well, I want you to go a little bit further. What makes you? What made you?
I feel like back then, I feel like his moves meant more than they do now. Yes, he's taking risks, but I feel like the risk he took back then, okay, for instance, there was a time when all of us were at NXT. He jumped from the top of the ring rope to the outside over the barricade on top of Seth Rollins. So over the barricade to Seth Rollins into almost a hallway. Like that was a leap. He ain't doing that now. He's not doing any of that.
Well, you know what I think that comes up to? One, I think the character change, and two, he's a little bit older, so he's not going to be able to do the same things that he do. You're talking about something that happened, I'm going to say roughly 5-6 years ago. Because you could say that, and I would say, well, 10 years ago he did the double moonsault. He's getting older, so a lot of the moves he's not going to do anymore. I do think when he was in NXT, it was a great balance, though, where he would do some of the stuff that was, he was doing things that people couldn't do, but there was like a balance where in his ground game, but he could still do aerial stuff. But I think he still wrestles pretty much the same. I thought, matter of fact, one of the things I'll give him credit here about him being an AEW, I'm going to say real quick, too, the executive consultant is going to come out here in New York, so we're going to have a great time when EC comes out here and whatnot. Chipotle, we're going to go to Chipotle's. Chipotle on you, right? But Ricochet is going to be out here at HOG, so that's going to be great. But I feel like he wrestles the same. I was going to say, what's it's called the J Driller, right? I thought Ricochet sold that very well, but I was going to say credit, right? Boom. Let me get back to my sentence. I think he does a great job in the character work. That was something that he was always missing, and I think that the moves and stuff like that. He's fine, but yeah, he was fine. This match was okay. It was all right. I didn't think it needed to be the main event. I mean, even we're going to talk about the stuff after, but I just didn't think this needed to be anything in the main event.
Chris?
I think he wrestles actually more riskier. in AEW because he can now. He was being held back at NXT and later, and more importantly, in WWE because they want you to wrestle a slower style and slower pace so you don't risk injuring yourself or opponents. In AEW, and it's not a shot on AEW, they are a lot more lax with that. And this is what he likes. He said it before. He said he missed wrestling this kind of indie style. And he's going out there, he's doing it. And I think now I can see it. He's having more fun. So more power to him. I mean, I'm not exactly a fan, but more power to him. I don't think he's going to get any further than he is right now, which is pretty much, if you think about it, he ain't gone that much farther than he was when he was in WWE, right? But I'm pretty sure Tony's paying him just as much as he was making WWE, if not more.
I think it's
just
more.
Go out there and just go out there and have fun. And sooner or later, his wife, who's should be mine, is probably going to join the AEW. I mean, I know it's just a matter of time. Right now, she's not doing it because she don't want to see all the backlash she's going to get immediately. But yeah, it's not down in my mind. Renee,
I like what you said here because you mentioned because there is something called the WWE style, and I believe in that. Ray Phoenix, I feel like. Do you feel like, and I don't want to make this a WWE, but do you feel like with him in WWE? Because I feel like he still does the stuff that makes him he does this. He's very spectacular with his move, but he feels a slight bit toned down.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
They even showed me a video online.
Sure.
Where you see where Penta wrestled almost the exact same style match, but at a much slower pace. Like they did some move, and then AEW, when he did the move, of course, you have to get up and start going to some more, doing one of these, and then he had to actually stay down. And you saw when he almost wanted to get up, but he stayed down. And
it's a different environment.
Me, as primarily WWE fan, which I'm not going to say here and say I'm not, I prefer that style. I don't like after big moves them getting up and doing. That's one of my problems with Will Ospreay matches. I think Will Ospreay puts on very good matches and fantastic matches, but way too much no selling for me. I'm a really big fan of selling, which is why I mentioned earlier in the chat, and guys forgive me, but WWE released their top 25 SummerSlam matches, and I said, hey, after watching some of them back, well, I only watched 2, but I'm going to try to watch a lot of them back. And I started off with Brock versus Cody in 2023 SummerSlam, which I was at, and I didn't appreciate that match when I saw it live. Watching it back, I was like, actually, that was a very good match. And the part of that was Cody sold the hell. Of course, it wasn't pretty much selling because Brock threw him around.
Brock was, and Brock wasn't.
But it was that's a good match. What do you think, Vnomous Vincent?
I agree.
I gotta watch the match back. Where did that fit on the I'm sorry. Where did that
25?
Oh, that kicked it off. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I do see what you're saying a little bit about how they're giving him a different style in AEW, but I still do think that people are not going to understand, and I say this every time we talk about it. People are not going to understand how special NXT was when it was in Full Sail and how small the crowd was compared to what it is now at the Performance Center.
The crowd is smaller now than it was.
Yeah.
The crowd's smaller now.
Full Sail is bigger than the Performance Center.
Do one more spin. He did the
wee.
Yes, it is. It is much smaller.
University was able to hold 500 people. Performance Center is only able to hold 300.
How many people did the Full Sail?
500.
There's 500 people in that building?
Yes.
I can believe that. It looked a lot more. It looked like there was a lot more people on it.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't think there were. I think you think there was 500 people. I don't think there ever was.
I love it.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I love it. Venomous. I love when Venomous Venny just. I love that
really
so much.
Don't. I know what 500 people looks like, and that was not it.
He knows what it looks like. I don't know about you, executive consultant. You might have to take off the shades because clearly you don't know what's going on there.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you didn't have to. I read the room. Is someone PlayStation 5 on? Okay, never mind. I'm sorry. I must be hearing things. I know I hear music.
No, I hear it too. It's minutes.
Okay.
What?
No, it's not.
Why? I don't got nothing in my hand.
It don't mean you're not playing something in the background.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. So that's not like a PS5 or I don't know what I
home currently?
Huh?
You're home, right?
Huh?
I'm in front of my computer.
And do you have a TV?
That's funny.
Or playing music or piano?
I'm playing.
You have Beethoven there? I'm probably never invited back to the show ever again. It would be a terrible joke.
All right, guys, what would you give tonight's AEW for July 30th, 2025?
I would put a pillow on my bed and go to sleep. Like if I think I could have really not watched this episode. It wasn't anything spectacular. I was asked by the executive consultant, "Hey, I'm going to need you to be on the AEW show." And I said, "Cool," because I love wrestling. But this was not one of their better shows, honestly. Like I think the effort, they're definitely a PlayStation 5 because I heard that beep. I know I heard that 100%.
I was trying to turn it off.
Oh, well, you could have said, honestly, you could have just said, "No, that's my AC."
Yeah, right. AC, they don't sound like that.
He lives in New York. They don't live.
Hold on. See, look, I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh no, that's the wrong button. Yeah, hear that?
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Yeah, his room air conditioning.
You don't have central AC up there?
No, that's only down in the south. No, we don't have that. My grandmother lived in North Carolina, and I've always thought that was amazing.
I was in line, and I swear I never knew that until I was in line at a wrestling event with him and Sheriff last year, and they told me that. I was flabbergasted. I wasn't even joking. I was flabbergasted. I grew up on Central AC.
His gas was flabbergasted. His gas was flabbed.
I've always had a central AC.
Yeah, me too.
Not me. Sorry. But yeah, no. This episode you could totally miss this episode.
Radiator. They had a radiator.
We have a radiator. You know what that is?
What's a radiator?
Exactly.
What is that?
What the hell is you guys' problem?
Is that heat? Like a radiator? Heat? Like
it gives you heat. Yeah, it gives you heat. Yes.
What do you like? Take it out of the car and put it like on
Yes. We go to Mars and then we just bring it back here and put it in our house.
It's on the wall. I've seen one before. It's on the wall. It's like
okay. It's not okay.
It's like a picture. You hang it up on the wall like a picture.
No. It's not a picture. It's
Lord, this is great.
It's like 3 feet high, and it's against the wall, and it radiates heat.
Oh, it sits like a plant on a table.
I love how these extras. I've seen one like it's a fucking dinosaur or something like that.
It was back in the 90s or 80s. Actually, it was actually. You know what? I think we had it when I lived in Philly. I think we had it.
Yeah, because I'm gonna say Philly's not far from New York. I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we had it when we lived. But I was like 3, so I don't remember it too well. But I do remember that. Yes.
and that was an adult. You're like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever.
It's like a typewriter video. It's like a typewriter.
Yeah, it's because it's ancient. Yeah, because now like we have the radiators and it's like on the floor and the heat will come up like that and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Like there's some buildings that still have that. Like in the building that I work in, they are radiators, but in some places or a house, they have like little mini radiators on the ground. It's hard for me to explain it, but yeah.
I got you. But we're talking about heat and we're talking about radiators because this is All Elite Heat Baby podcast, and we were talking about a Dynamite show, and my grade for it would be a D because it was dumb as hell. I was not a fan of this episode. This was not one of their best episodes.
No.
It wasn't, and that's not me being a hater. It just really was not. I've seen plenty of Dynamites I thought were good. I've seen Collision back when I thought it was good. This was not a good Dynamite for them. But I think they're in a transition period where they're trying to figure out what they're doing next, quite frankly. And they have a little bit of time because Forbidden Dork is not for another month.
Oh, it's not for another. Because I was going to sit here and say that could probably give he gives it a C. Okay, so Jeffrey gives it a C. Yeah, because I just feel like the effort was there, but it was just a very, very weak show. And hopefully, like we're done with the whole Hangman and Death Rider stuff. Death Rider stuff. I mean, I just feel like it's.
I think the pin's in it today. Why don't they just move Collision to Thursdays permanently? I mean, I know not any one of y'all know the real answer for that, but it's like if they're going to keep doing it when WWE has a show on Saturday, which I think. Hey, I'm not saying it's dumb. I think it's brilliant. I forget when Collision's on normal. I definitely forget when Collision's on when there's a WWE PLE on. But
sure,
they might as well just move it to Thursday.
Why is it going to be on Thursday this week?
I think this is SummerSlam. But I want to sit here and say, huh?
You think what?
You really think that's what they're doing? You really think?
Yeah, they're trying to avoid compete. Oh, 100%. They're not even taking any kind of chances.
They did it with WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to watch. Nobody watches Collision now. Nobody's definitely watching it when those shows are on.
I do think this is still kind of like they're testing it out because I do think eventually they will move from Saturday. But the question is, what is on a Thursday that might? So what? So like when the NBA is on, I forget what for the right, but I don't think they're looking at TNA as a threat, honestly. But I was gonna say, what is the thing? Because there's a word on how to do it. So like on Wednesday, sometimes when the NBA would be on, they might push Dynamite to a Tuesday, or I might come on a little late. I forget the word and whatnot. So that's my only thing. So if they move it to a Thursday, which might be beneficial for them, are they competing with something? I guess is what I'm asking.
No, they're not. I mean, yes,
not now. Not now.
It's always a chance for a playoff for basketball, but that can happen on a Saturday as well. So they had to move to Thursdays a few times because of that. So realistically, almost any sports program is going to trump an AEW show. As far as TNA is concerned, TNA would like to think they're a threat, but even if they get on, say, Sci-Fi Network, they're not going to get the ratings of. It's Collision, so it's possible.
I think they could stand a chance against Collision. Dynamite, not so much.
Only way it will happen, and it's not like I don't see WWE doing it. And no offense to you, Trick, because you're the man.
He's the man.
They would send some Maine over there. Feel me? They're going
WWE would do something like that because they're very much like that. Yeah.
They'll try. They'll say, just because we want y'all to beat them. AJ Styles, pack your bags. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else they use LA Knight possibly. Anybody who even graced TNA at one point in time will be back on TNA for that night.
Not for nothing. When you
the main event will be Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. It won't even be Moose versus Kevin Knight. It will be AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre because that's how WWE goes.
I mean, listen. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but you can still put a WWE guy against a TNA guy.
That's a good point. But at the same time,
glad that he mentioned because
Monday Night Football over Monday Night Raw. You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that as well. And the way the NFL is going, you're going to have football on almost every night. It's very simple.
But I think the difference though with that is that because I hear what you're saying, football season is pretty much going to be Raw, right? But Raw is super established and in such a position that I don't think you can even compare that to Collision. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah, you're right. Raw's been on the air for 32 years, where Collision's been on the air for 3. So yeah, you're absolutely right.
Something like that. Yeah. So I mean, hey, listen, we appreciate you guys being in the chat. We thank you guys for talking some AEW Dynamite. Just put in those grades in and let us know what you thought. Please hit that like button, that subscribe button. I feel like we didn't do that, but like button, that subscribe button, that notification button on the YouTube. If you are watching us on Twitter, please hit that retweet, reshare. I would say retweet. Messed that all up. And if it's on Facebook, like this thing and put it in your wrestling group chat and let's talk this thing about professional wrestling. We talk about NXT, we talk about AEW, we talk about Raw, SmackDown, and we talk about Radiators. So there you go. I don't know, is that everything?
Yeah, that was everything. I'd probably give the show a B+ tonight. I think Shotzi and Cardona coming in for surprises tonight. I think that was pretty big. And
wait, what? Wait, did I miss something?
You didn't see Cardona and Shotzi come in?
I definitely did not.
Maybe I fell asleep. I did not see this.
You guys must have missed that one.
My fast forward is usually pretty good. I must have missed it.
I'm messing with you guys.
I was gonna say, I literally stayed up to watch this. I did not see that at all.
Shotzi wouldn't move any needles. Matt Cardona, I think I would have saw something.
I would probably give it a D. I honestly, for as big as they were announcing it last week, and they hyped it up so big, like it was going to be like one of the biggest dynamites of the year.
Stop it, Jeffrey. Stop it.
Fell short.
Jeffrey said he saw Cora Jade. I did not see no damn Cora Jade in no damn crowd. I feel like they would have highlighted her if that was the case.
All right, guys.
I think she's going to be on TNA.
I'm out of here for the consultant, for the Grand Slam, Pumbaa. For everybody in the AEW.
The fucking universe. Pig? Did you call me the fucking pig from Lion King? You said Pumbaa. You called me.
What is it, Pumbaa?
No, I am not a pig. It is Pooh-Bah.
Oh,
Pooh-Bah.
Oh, Pooh-Bah.
There's an H, not the pig. And it means no worries for the rest of your days.
Save it for Saturday.
No, I'm not saying. I ain't singing shit. I'm upset. Pigs don't sing.
Out of there. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time for the
I'm a pig
podcast.